And we're live. Okay, here we are. Hey everybody, my name is Logan. Gonna play more Snowrunner today, obviously. I've been thinking about finding this truck since yesterday. Couldn't stay away from this game, I guess. Hope everybody's having a good day. I'm gonna continue where we left off. Don't forget to ring the bell, subscribe, all that. But I got a couple hours before I need to be concerned about dinner time and whatnot. So we are back on Drummond Island, and I want to continue looking for the Pacific logging truck and whatever else I can find. I'm basically just going to point the truck towards these towers here. So I'm going to set myself a route. We're going to go here, 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 and kind of just that way. Because I need to figure out the southern part of the map to basically know how to get around this whole map, because if you look at this, I have no idea what's down here. And also there's a little spot up here that is not covered by the lookout tower. So I should consider making my way up there, I guess. But for now, I'm interested in unlocking all of the watchtowers. So gonna do that. We're back in the truck. Back in the Chevy 1500. So I'm just gonna explore. Oh, hold on, gotta get my all-wheel on. That was kind of fun, having to rescue the Chevy when it ran out of fuel. Pretty interesting. I like that the game is subtly teaching you things. Subtly saying, hey, you're not always gonna be near a garage. Recovery is not always the best option, even on normal mode. Right now I feel as though like I'm still very much in training, but also I feel like we're getting into deeper waters, for lack of a better analogy. And we're also getting into deeper waters, literally. God, I don't know if any of my trucks can handle this in their current state. Because I've got mud tires on this 1500 and it's pretty much an off-road beast as a scout, and it is struggling. So I'm hoping this Pacific truck, whenever I find it, is good in mud. Okay, yep, so just stay on the path, stay on the path. Stay on the path, stay focused. But I definitely need to be leveling myself up in terms of my ranking, because I'm going to need better tires. I'm just going to need better stuff in general. Okay, so fuel station is there. Truck parking generally leads to a trailer store in a lot of cases. I'm getting close to this power pole because I may need to winch myself out. Power pole is the lifeline. I'm going to try and get on the grass. Hopefully I won't sink too bad. No. The grass is actually key. And this mud looks drier up here. Oh, we've got another bridge. My plan is foiled. Okay, where's the contract on this bridge then? There may not be one. Yeah, that's just a straight up bridge. So I may need to double back and see if there's a way across this river here where Cousin Cletus is. I'm gonna see. And I feel like the contract zone is probably somewhere up there. So that's a little bit of a unique challenge. So I'm going to set markers to go to double back where Cousin Cletus is. Because it looks like crossing may be possible like here. Over to here, over to here. And then that looks like it connects back to a road. But I definitely want to get back there. So I'm going to try. Hello, Edward Cullen. Yes, I'm looking for the Pacific truck. Absolutely. That's what I'm trying to do. But I got to build this bridge. I don't have the task for it yet. I don't see a way around unless... What does that look like? Well, I may be able to get around down there. I'm going to double back and see if there's a place I can ford across the river. But thank you for stopping by, Edward Cullen. I'm going to see if I can reverse up onto the grass and turn around without tipping myself. There we go. Not a bad maneuver. That also leads to the fuel station. So I'm going to double back to where that Cousin Cletus task zone is, and then see if there's a way to ford across the river, because there has to be a contract. There has to be a contract to fix that bridge. Gotta be. Or a task, rather. You just completed the Michigan map today? That's what I'm trying to do, brother. That's what I'm trying to do. And I'm relatively new to this game, about 20 or so hours in. So, and 20 hours is nothing, by the way. Oh, there's totally a way across the river. Look, right there. At least I think I see a way. Yeah, right there. Right there. Wow, you're doing good. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. No, I don't think so, but I'll get there. I'll get there. Just came to Drummond Island for the first time. You started playing about 2 weeks ago? Me too, actually. I started playing around the same time. I picked this game up on sale, and I'm totally hooked. I am totally and completely hooked at this point. Have to keep the hood above the waterline. Yes! I love this. I love this truck. Scout 800 could have never made it. But I do love the Scout 800. Scout 800 is very fun to drive. Okay, so I'm connecting to this road here. Okay, so I've made it to the other side of the river. Okay. So now I see what we have to do. I'm gonna go... I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna go in this direction. See if I can hit this tower first. I have to be mindful of fuel though, because if I run out of fuel here, my Fleet Star fuel carrier cannot come save me. Last stream, which was yesterday, I ran out of fuel while scouting, and I had to have my fuel carrier come fuel up my Chevy Scout. So, but I had pretty much a full tank when I started this journey, so I just want to see what's over here. Really. Okay, so that's truck parking. I want to go ahead. And there doesn't appear to be a road to that tower. Maybe it wraps around. I'll follow the road. I'll follow the road, and if I have to cut through anywhere, I'll cut through. But I need to be cautious because recovery isn't really an option right now. It would blow a lot of time. I guess the Fleet Star could come and save this truck if I put a snorkel on it. It would definitely need a snorkel. What's that, a logging station? Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's obviously a logging station. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, and this road does sort of wrap around to the tower. This little Chevy is such a good truck. Oh, okay, I am not driving through that. I'm going around. Yeah, nope, nope, nope. I'm going around. I'm smarter than that. I'm smarter than that. I am not going to fall for that. Because my goal for this stream is to unlock that Pacific logging truck. That's my goal for this stream. I probably should have gone around this too. But this truck can handle it. Okay, okay, upgrade location. Objective. And there's the flipped cargo. There's the flipped cargo ship. That's cool. Yeah, okay. So that must be the repair contract. And this is also the gateway to Island Lake. Okay. Oh, upgrade right there. Right, I can go grab it. Okay. Yep, I'm gonna grab the upgrade right there. You got the P16 just 2 hours ago while you were playing. That's my quest today. It looks like a logging truck, and I need a logging truck. So, all right, what's this do? Off-road suspension. What can I put it on? Everything. It can go on everything, even the Kodiak. I've been looking for a reason to use the Kodiak. I want to put that thing to work. Yeah, it's compatible with everything. Everything I have. Okay, so what's my goal here? The best long logging truck? Well, that's what I'm looking for, Edward, because I need to do logging to make money, but the issue is that my two most capable trucks for now, the Fleet Star and the Western Star, they cannot pull logs to save their lives. Oh, you know what? This is construction project. I wonder if this is for the bridge. I need to know how that bridge gets fixed. And it might be that. It might be the Army Rangers. I'm gonna stop by here before I hit the second tower. Because I want to know what this task is. So I'll stop by there first. Because I need to get that bridge built if I want to bring my hauling trucks over here. It's a problem. It's a problem that bridge is inoperable. But even on the loading screen, that Pacific truck looks beefy. It looks like a beast, and I need that. I need that because I need a good off-road truck and I need a good logging truck, and it seems like it may be good. It looks like it may be good for both applications. Again, I only know what I've seen on the loading screen, but a free truck is a free truck, right? I'll make use of it. You know what? I need low gear and diff lock. I need to get out of this water. And there's the gateway to Island Lake. Wow, that is a odd placement for like a gateway zone. Right there. Do you want to travel to... No, I do not want to travel to Island Lake. Not right now. I barely got a handle on Drummond Island. Goes through mud and water like it's nothing. That is exactly what I need. Exactly what I need, brother. Thank you for the advice. Okay, so those look like wood planks in there. Support the Rangers. Hey, nice to meet you. Name's Mitch. I'm a forest ranger. Word in town is you're the man for bridge problems. Okay, we happen to have a little bridge that could use some repair. Are you interested? Yes. And what does that bridge need? 2 wooden planks. That's right by me. Okay. I don't... I could try and put... I think this truck can hitch it, but... The cargo is bigger than the truck, sir. I could try. I could try and drag it. Save time. I doubt it. Nope. Won't even hitch. Nope. I'll bring the Fleet Star or the Western Star back here to repair that bridge. And then... Oh wow, support the local rangers is... Oh, there's another one right there? Okay, interesting. Or no, this is where the task drop-off is. Interesting. But also it looks like there's a land bridge right here. Which is where we're going. How am I on fuel? Alright, a little... I got about half fuel. I think I want to cross. I think I have enough fuel to get over there. However, I can't be positive. What I want to do is I'll probably go back across the river and fuel up first before I go. Yeah. Yep. Because if I get stranded on this side of the river, I don't think the Fleet Star can help me. I think I would just be stuck. Oh, hey, Deposit Maker. My favorite plastic for today. My favorite plastic? I don't know. Should I? Am I missing an opportunity to buy some fine plastic products? I know the Cyberpunk edition that a bunch of us ordered some time ago has shipped. So maybe I should be expecting that. I remember myself and I think you and Indrid bought that thing like months ago. So if that's what you mean by plastic, then yes, any day now. Yeah, I'm gonna cross the river and fuel up. Oh, to store my plastic classic games. No. Unfortunately, I didn't keep any of my classic games. Though I should have. Okay, I'm stuck. I'm stuck, but I can winch. Thank goodness for the scout winch. No, I didn't keep any of my classic games. Foolishly. I should have. I should have kept some of my classic games. I absolutely should have. I sold the majority of my PS1 games. I kept Ape Escape Metal Gear Solid, Mega Man Legends. I kept the Tomb Raider games. I have like a handful of games. I kept Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, the original one on PS1. I kept that. So I kept like a handful of select games, but generally speaking, I did not keep a lot of my old games. PS2, I kept the Getaway games because they're not great games, but they're special. They're games that are like a movie. They're like the spiritual predecessor to LA Noire because it's Team Bondi, you know. So I kept those. So I do have some old games, but it's like 10. I have like 10 old games. You did not end up buying it. Wise choice. Wise choice not buying that Cyberpunk edition. I just like desk toys. I'm a sucker for desk toys. Like I have the Ultimate Death Stranding edition with the Doll Man puppet and everything, and the letter from Kojima. So I'm a sucker for a lot of that stuff. There are a few plastic editions occasionally I do shill out for. Yeah, I'm gonna cross. I need to cross the river, and then I'll go back across the river. And the Fleet Star ain't making it. Not like this, man. Oh, you got rid of True Crime? Yes, True Crime Streets of New York was oddly good. Was like better than it should have been. And it had like amazing stunt casting in it. Like Mariska Hargitay of Law and Order fame was literally your lieutenant in that game. That lady was just in the game. And I love her. I love her. She's one of my favorite actors to watch. You bought the Anno special edition? Yeah, that makes sense. I know you're a big Anno guy, for sure. You know what? I'm gonna go up to this junction, and I'm gonna I can bring the Fleet Star here to fuel up. I just want to give both of these trucks enough space to turn around. This map punishes you a little bit for not planning ahead, because I literally cannot get to the fuel station. Like, I can't. Unless maybe, hold on, let me check buildings. Nope, I literally can't get to the fuel station until I repair the bridges. So I'm gonna stop the engine, and then I'm going to get in the Fleet Star, and we've got a bit of a journey to go on. We've got just a bit of a journey to go on with this bad boy. There. Yeah, the other truck is there. So we're going to cross the first bridge we built. I'm going to go here. Gonna go here. I'll stick to the forest road because I know it can make it down here. And then there. And then if those trucks get stuck, I guess they can help each other out. Or if I need to rescue one of them, I can bring the Fleet Star. I can bring the Western Star by. But this is going to be a bit of a journey. Actually, here, this truck also needs fuel. So it can fuel itself. And the fuel tank still has over 350 gallons. So we are okay. By the time I have a path to the fuel station, we'll still have fuel in this truck. I had a sense. I had a sense about this because I noticed when I was looking at the maps, like just the map screen for switching maps, this one did not have the little garage symbol on it. So I was like, uh-oh, I need to prepare for if we're without a place to refuel for a while. So I fitted this truck with a fuel tank, and it's been a good decision. Because I can imagine how dire things would have been had I not planned for that. I would have been screwed multiple times over by now. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I really do wish I kept a lot of my old games, though. I'm jealous of Len the Deranged. Len the Deranged has kept, like, every game he's ever owned. And he has this giant corner in his basement of just retro games. He is a fervent collector. I know he's shown pictures on his streams, so I'm not like outing anything he hasn't said publicly, but he's a big believer in like physical game collecting. And I wish I stuck to that. About the time I went to college and like, you know, had a Xbox 360 with like a decent sized hard drive is when I started to go all digital. And I was like, oh, F these discs, I'm never going to need them. And then now that I'm in my 30s, I kind of wish that I kept like the original Sly Cooper and just like a bunch of disc games I wish I still had on disc, you know. But that's the way life is. You often don't know what you had in your hand until it's gone. Hindsight's 2020. Regret makes everything clearer. But now, and I'm not saying people should, just to be clear, for YouTube moderation, I'm not saying people should do this, but I understand why people turn to piracy. I understand why people sail the high seas to get the games they miss these days, because sometimes it's the only way. Sometimes it's the only way. I had a friend in college that was in my public presentation 400 class, a very intense public speaking course. He gave his final presentation about how piracy is the only moral answer to preservation and having the media that you want. Piracy is the only like morally good way to do it, because it's the only way that ensures that you keep it. And I agree with him. Yeah, it really does suck to move that much media. My girlfriend and I have a lot of physical books that we've moved over the years. No regrets on that, because there is something really cool about opening up a physical book. As much of an Audible evangelist as I've become over the years, opening up a book is a really special thing. Oddly enough, this truck, maybe because of its weight, is doing better through this patch than the Chevy did. Oddly enough. Maybe because of its weight. I still go to the library. I go to like the physical library. I live down the street from my local library. It's great. I live down the street for everything. I live in a tiny town, so when you live in a town as small as I live in, you're down the street from pretty much anything. It's very fun. My father-in-law amassed a massive amount of historical books about the Olympics. He has an award-winning Olympic library that he ended up donating. Like it was a rated and like accredited library. So we're a big library family. He ended up donating it somewhere to a museum. But we're a big book family. Source is going to be the fuel tank. Target is going to be the Chevy. Okay, Chevy's got a full tank. Now I've got to turn around. I want to turn around and I want to put this Fleet Star somewhere useful. Or I guess I can just leave it here. Yeah, I'll just leave it here. That's fine. So turn off the lights. Stop the engine. Get back in the Chevy. Okay. Now that we've got a full tank, I'm going to cross the river again. And we'll get back to exploring. We'll get back to exploring. Okay, yeah, so we have 2 tasks. Support the local rangers. If I click on this, where does it want me to bring stuff? Okay, so it wants me to bring it there. So it wants me to bring it to this one. Oh, so this is the bridge. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So there's a bridge here. Okay, so that tells me a couple things. It tells me that I need to go this way. I'm going to stay on this forest road. I'm going to turn here. That's another bridge that I can't access. And then I'm going to have to take this windy littler road. And it looks like there's a natural land bridge right there. And hopefully there's somewhere that leads to a tower. Hopefully. I'm banking a lot on hope, by the way. And also this truck needs repairs, but I'll worry about that later. I've got a headlight out. I've got a headlight out, but I will be fine. Life begins outside your comfort zone. A truck with a busted taillight is something I could remedy later. And I already know how to cross this river. I've done it a few times now. This is riskier at night because it's harder to see. But I can follow my own treads. So if I go like this, and if I just keep it pushing, keep it pushing. That's it. We're out. Okay, now that I've got a full tank, I can climb this and keep on moving. I feel like we're on the cusp of a major breakthrough. If I can get that Pacific truck, I will be so much more capable. And I have no idea what that truck is. I just know it looks like a beefy logging truck to me. It looks like an off-road or logging truck, or maybe it can do both. I don't know, but I'm very excited to see what it's capable of. Okay. And then once I get the truck, I have to focus on building the bridges. Because at some point I am going to need actual fuel. I'm going to need actual fuel for the fuel station. You know what? I'm going to make a little more detailed routing because it's night and I want to be able to see. Okay, so this is just another way to get the task. Okay. Another way to get the task. Okay. Oh yeah, this is a land bridge. I'm gonna have to crawl through this. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna start sinking anytime now. Yep. My main goal should be to keep my wheels above water as much as possible. They really make you work for this. They really do. But I am just gonna crawl through here. Okay, I think I can winch to that dead tree ahead if I get snagged on something. And just pull myself. But I believe as long as I don't stop. Yep, I see ground there. Paddle over this way. Okay, with very spinny tires, I have crossed the land bridge. I was very nervous about that. Because if I got stuck, wait, that was only part of the land bridge. Shit. That's what I get for speaking too soon. That's what I get for speaking too soon. Oh, and there's a fuel station. It's up there. Okay. So there is a fuel station. Wouldn't be fun if they... Well, and I've said it 1,000 times in these videos. That's where the joy of this game comes from, is like your work paying off. The joy in this game, truly, and I truly believe this, the joy in this game is getting stuck and messing up time and time and time again. And then learning those solutions. That's been where most of my joy and satisfaction has come from. Is really, really figuring things out. Learning to plan ahead. Learning to bring support trucks. Understanding the limits of your equipment. Like, I know where my fuel carrier can and cannot go. I know where this truck can and cannot go. It's very clear to me. I know where the White Western Star can and cannot go. Okay, so here's a fuel station over here. Still in some thick mud, so I'll turn on the diff lock. Okay, I think I'm not in the thick... Whoa! Look at this fuel tanker over here. That's a high saddle. High saddle fuel trailer, right? Yeah, that's a high saddle fuel trailer. Holy shit. That thing is massive. That thing is absolute, that's an absolute monster. Okay, yeah, and there's a bridge. So now I'm going to turn around. I'm going to go here, here, here. Here. It's good to know that there's a fuel station on this side of the river. I'm relieved. But I'm gonna need to repair like 2 bridges to make it viable. And they do leave a high saddle fuel trailer, so maybe I can have another truck hitched to that and let the Fleet Star do other stuff. Although I like having the Fleet Star as a fuel truck. It's a solid fuel truck. It's been good. Okay, yep. So I'm safe up this road. Okay, so the tower is there. We got little wood bridges for scout trucks only, by the way. I would find it very difficult for a hauler to get through here. It probably can be done. It probably can be done. Bridges and Men. Ah, yes. Steinbeck reference. Okay. Scout 800. Okay, so those are all the towers scouted. There are little gaps where I haven't, yeah, fuel carrier semi. There are little gaps where I, haven't discovered it, although maybe the truck is associated with a task. It's very possible. Bridges and Men. Support local rangers. Fuel station. Rangers Bridge. Okay. Mud wrestling. I believe that that's the truck rescue. Yeah, it would be. That's the truck rescue. Forge by the Sea, Silent Observer. Bridges and Men, I believe, is that the task to repair that first bridge. Yeah, it is. Because here's the first bridge I encountered. Right there. So Bridges and Men has tasking on this side. Silent Observer, I think, has to do with that weather antenna. Lost Delivery. Okay. I'm going to continue down the track and unlock Bridges and Men. And then I'll turn back for Lost Delivery. I want to unlock the tasks. No sign of the Pacific truck yet, but that doesn't mean that I can't get it through a task or something. No! Oh, roll over, roll over, roll over. Yes! Yes! Oh my god. If I had to recover this truck. Oh my god. That would have been devastating. Devastating. Took some engine damage. But it was worth it. Oh, don't do this to me. That was also close. Holy shit. I gotta be careful. Here, I want to get over here. I want to get over here. What's this little... Okay, is this part of the fuel station? Yeah, it must be. Must be. Bridges and Men. Oh, I can unlock the task in this direction here, and I'll see what it needs, and then I'll see what I can. I'll see how I can get the stuff to it. Oh, you know what? The truck's here. The truck is here. Okay, I'm gonna head there straight away then. I can see the truck on the map. It's not marked, but I can see it on the map. Very clever. Very clever. So it's in that direction anyway. I'm gonna have to cross a land bridge. This is it! Oh, the Judgment, the Say Don't Play? All of the Yakuza, the Say Don't Plays are very good. His Yakuza gameplay in general is fascinating because he seems to like it. Like, he genuinely seems to like it at times, but he'll fall asleep during cutscenes. And it is... it is like the perfect game for him because they're constantly throwing new mechanics at you. There's a million mini games. It's perfect for people that have like a short attention span. The story is deep, but also you can kind of not pay attention and things will get reiterated. I love Yakuza, as you know, but the idea that like DSP has fallen asleep during cutscenes is always funny to me because like it's for him. They want to keep you engaged 100% of the time and never have you stop. I'm a white American and I don't get it. I love Yakuza. I love Yakuza. And I was completely turned off to them until the Giant Bomb guys got really into Yakuza 0. And then when the Giant Bomb guys got really into Yakuza 0 and like watching Vinny play Yakuza 0 was what really got me into it. I was like, "Oh, if Vinny likes this game, that's me. That's for me." Yeah, Stranger Than Heaven looks wild. A lot of really inspired stunt casting in Stranger Than Heaven, too. I already have the all-wheel drive down. Shut up. Shut up, game. I also got into Deadly Premonition because of the Giant Bomb endurance runs. Holy hell! Holy hell! Look at the size of this truck! Oh my god! Hold on now. Let me turn my headlights off. Holy hell! And it has always on diff lock. Ho ho ho! Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. It doesn't turn for shit, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. All right, I'm taking a risk here. Let's test it through the... Out of the box. This thing is a great off-road truck. Holy shit. It doesn't turn at all. Like, period. It doesn't turn at all, but it fucking blows through mud. Holy shit. This thing is incredible. The issue is, I need to get it to a garage because it doesn't have a saddle on it or anything. Oh, concrete slabs. Okay, Bridges and Men. Alright, now that I can actually see this task. Bridges and Men. Deliver wooden planks. Wooden planks to Island Bridge. There's a trailer somewhere nearby with wooden planks. Not this. This is concrete. This is concrete slabs or blocks. There's a sideboard trailer here with... Yeah, that's concrete blocks. Here, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Let's do this for real. Bridges and men. Start tracking. Okay, so I need wood planks. Empty, empty, empty. Yeah, there's a sideboard trailer there that has wood planks. That has exactly what I need. So how do I get there from here? Or is there the White Western Star could get there. However, this truck I believe is the best truck to get this done with. So actually, where was that? It's by the Island Lake Gateway. Okay. So let's head for the Island Lake Gateway. And grab that. So we're going to go there, there, there. We can probably just cut through here. That's fine. Go this way, go there. There. It's going to be a slow, long drive. But we're going to get there. Because it's this. Unless the support... Hold on. Support local rangers needs wood planks. Let's do support local rangers first. Actually. Log station has 2 wood planks and we have a sideboard trailer. Yeah, let's go to the log station actually. That makes way more sense. So we go here. I can take this path. I'll be testing the off-road capabilities truly of this truck. Let's start by grabbing this. Hi, Chio. Hope you're having a good day. I just got this beast of a truck. Oh, no, the question is, I don't see a hitch on this truck. This truck might be saddle only. So, here, hold on. I'm going to regret this. I'm going to recover this to the garage and see what it can do. I'm recovering this to the garage. I'm recovering this to the garage, and then... What kind of frame add-ons? It has a high saddle. Okay. High saddle is the only thing it can do. Interesting. High saddle is the only thing it can do. So this cannot hitch dolly trailers. Can I hitch this up to it? I don't remember if this trailer is a high or low saddle. Nope. Oh, wait. This can hitch, can it? Surely. Oh yeah, it can. What am I talking about? Okay, it definitely can. So it does. So it can hitch, and it does. Okay. So it's high saddle. So I need to go to Drummond Island. So the gateway is all the way over there. So let's take this thing for a drive. Let's take this thing for a drive. And see how it does. Now that we know that it can hitch, let's take this thing for an honest drive. Put it through its paces. So it has a high saddle. It has a high saddle sort of by design. And that other trailer is saddle low. So this is how I can see how it does. And then that's the trailer story, yeah? Okay, so we're gonna go here. Okay, we're going on a journey here. Whoa. This thing is a lumbering beast. It's slow. This is the truck I've needed. This is the truck I have needed. And I think I have an idea. Do you remember when I was trying to fish those fuel barrels out of the swamp? I think I could put another truck on a trailer, have that truck have a crane, and then just crane everything from the truck on the trailer and have this truck drive. I think that would totally work. Because this thing don't stop for nothing. Nothing. Look at it. It's so crazy, man. Yeah, it is worth a try. This thing is a beast. Oh, do you know what? Is my logging trailer here? No. Nope. 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 Logging trailers are not here. Next time. Look at that, we're going 40. 40, no, 38. 38 miles an hour. Hell yeah. What's low gear like? Low gear is about the same. This thing is awesome. This was the missing piece. I shouldn't have recovered, to be honest. Oh, your husband drove this in Iraq. Yeah, Mr. Merch, Misery Merchant. He's told me about a lot of the shit he drove when he was in the army. He got to use some heavy equipment. He said it was a fun job. It's a fun job working in the army. Yeah. Mr. Merch is good people. Both the Misery Merchants are great people. Oh my god, this horn! I love it. Oh my god. This is the best horn ever. Oh man. I love it so much. I should make this a notification sound. I think I will. I'll have to record a clean squawk of this horn, and I'll make it a notification sound. I would classify this truck as a tortoise. This truck is an absolute tortoise in a good way. Because if you've ever seen a tortoise and you've ever interacted with like a domestic tortoise, I have. Friends of ours have a domestic tortoise. He's about 10 years old. His name is Augie. And our friend who has the tortoise, it's her tortoise, she says he's a stubborn toddler that does not try to go around furniture but through it. But he doesn't know that he's not strong enough to go through the furniture. But he's too tough to get hurt. So we'll just hear him banging his shell against a piece of furniture for like 45 minutes. This thing is a tortoise if a tortoise could just go through everything. Slow and steady. Absolutely. I fucking love this truck. This truck was absolutely the missing piece in my fleet. This is the first heavy truck. This is the first heavy truck I feel like I have. I thought I was flying high in the Western Star. Holy shit. Built roads as a Marine in Iraq. He's a MARSOC sniper. Yeah, you can't beat upward mobility in the military. Yes. Yes. The military, for the most part, at least when you're enlisted and you're not like an officer, there can be some shittery that happens with military officers. But the military does its best to be a meritocracy where the best do rise to the top. At least that's been the experience of some family members that I have that have gone through the military. The best do tend to rise to the top because you're judged based on your skills for the most part. This truck is awesome. It holds a ton of fuel. It's fuel efficient. It doesn't turn worth shit. It really doesn't. But I got the truck. This truck is so overpowered. Oh my god. I love it. It looks like it has its own tires. I didn't really look at... But these look like off-road tires. These look like off-road tires. It has always-on diff lock. It's rear-wheel drive only. Only its rear axles are pushing. But it obviously has so much torque that it doesn't matter. You don't need four-wheel. At all. This can pull out any truck that gets stuck. If this truck gets flipped or stuck somewhere, we'd have a problem. But this can pull out any truck that gets stuck. This truck can't accommodate a crane, unfortunately. But as I said before, I think my approach to that oil recovery mission I was trying to do earlier, when I circle back there, is going to be to put the Fleet Star on a flatbed trailer, lash it down, have it crane cargo onto itself, and then have this truck pull the trailer that it's on. I think that's the best approach. Okay, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Okay, I wanted to focus on that stretch because I didn't want to yeet my new truck off of a wooden bridge. Oh my goodness. It's not quick. But boy, does it have torque. Actually, I want to get a screenshot of this monster without the HUD. Here, let's go into photo mode. Here. Get my guy up there. Here. That's good. And then how do I... or no, I could just go like this. Yep, and then that saves a screenshot. Awesome. This truck is great. I feel like for fuel economy, when it's in its higher gears, it's burning like less than 2 gallons a minute. Like the economy stabilizes to 2.0, yeah. 1.9. Like when you get moving in this thing, it's burning less than 2 gallons a minute. Which means it probably has like a 30-minute drive time before refueling, which in this game is quite good. This is the first time in this game where I feel powerful. I feel like I have a hefty truck. I feel like I'm driving the war rig in Mad Max. Although I think the war rig was a Tatra. It was a Russian truck, I believe. But this makes me feel like I'm gonna be historic on the Fury Road. This feels great. And I don't feel bad about recovering back to the garage because I needed to put a saddle on it anyway. It doesn't come with a saddle equipped. We're almost to the gateway. I'm going to see if I can repair the bridges. And then I will probably... Yeah, I'll repair the bridges, and then depending on how much time that takes, that might be today's stream. I was really looking forward to finding this truck, which is why I streamed again today. It's like, I need to find that damn truck. It'll solve a lot of problems for me in this game. Okay, Drummond Island. Okay. So we're there. Worker's house, and that's... Okay, so I want to track the right quest. I want to do... Support local rangers to that bridge. That's 2 wooden planks. And then what about of bridges and men? Of bridges and men is 2 wooden planks to island bridge. Okay. Bridges and men, that's log station. Okay, let's make our way over there. Log station. We can do this. Should be a snap. An absolute snap. There's a trailer at the log station, so I shouldn't need to bring one with. Actually, hold on here. Yeah, there. There. Yep. Still going the right direction. Although, is there a quicker way? Quicker, more efficient way? To log station? Yeah, actually. This way. I could go this way. Down this off-road path. Go here, here, here. Really put this truck to the test. Cut across here. And then go this way. Yep, that's the way. That's the way we're going. I'm gonna really put this thing to the test. Let's see what this thing's got. I'm gonna take it across the river. Screw it. If I need to recover it, I can recover it. Shit. I already took some engine damage. Oh boy. Glad I got that service trailer. It should be fine. Do you know how this truck wins? I think because it's so damn big. I think that's literally how this truck wins. It's so big that like deep mud for other trucks is nothing for this truck. I think that's what keeps it moving. It's an incredible truck. Rear-wheel drive? Who cares? It gets through anything. Where am I going here? This way. Yeah. My pathing is not great, but hey. That's okay. I'll get there just the same. So this is what a real truck feels like. Holy. This is a truck. Oh no, I had to put it in low gear. Oh no. Low gear performed just fine. Pretty much out of the box, this thing is ready to go. Amazing truck. Feels OP, but I probably won't be saying that in a bit. It does not have the smallest turning circle either. I'm finding I'm having to back up a lot to make turns, but it's good. A worthwhile trade-off, to be honest. Okay, here's the test. Gonna be right here. Dude. 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 Brother. It needed a little low gear help. Oh, it's this stone. It's this stone. Can I winch to anything? No. It's this little stone that's jamming me up. There we go. It's that same little stone. Oh my goodness. Thwarted by a stone. Yeah. Yeah, that stone is making my back tires lose contact with the ground. There we go. Come on now. Okay, that's a situation in which all-wheel drive would have been handy. Oh, crud. I think I got myself stuck. No, wait. I think I got myself stuck. Legit stuck. You think I can winch to in that direction? No. Okay, so it had trouble with the hill. Yeah, I'm gonna need to recover this. Interesting. So I learned something about this truck. Like steady over terrain. However, if its back tires lose grip for any reason, no bueno. Oh, I can put a stronger engine in there. Let's go. I didn't even know I had a stronger engine in it. It's got special gearbox, suspension. It's got special tires, stock heavy. And it can only do a special trailer. Okay. So I put a better engine in this. Let's see how it does. You know, I'm learning. What happens when you're learning? It's okay. It's okay. Do we have a ramped flatbed? Do you know what I'm gonna do? Do we have a ramped flatbed trailer that's in a better location? No. Do you know what I'm gonna do? No. Nope. I'm not going back to try that yet. I'm tempted to go to take the Fleet Star back and try that insane plan I had with the putting a truck on a trailer and then craning from a truck. I'm not going to do that. I need to focus on Drummond Island. However, I will go a different way just to stretch my legs here a bit. I want to see how this does in the forest and crossing this nonsense right here. And we'll go there. I can pick up a couple of these tasks along the way, kind of as I go. And then there's the gateway. Okay, so the truck is not unstoppable. It does have weaknesses. If its back tires lose contact for any reason, it's toast uphill, which makes sense, you know? And you can't run any add-ons with it at all, except for the logging add-on. So it is a dedicated logging trailer then. And I'm gonna have to take these turns really wide. It was close. It was close. And we're going slightly faster. Whoa, I need to watch the road. I was looking at the speedometer. Yeah, and we're going slightly faster. Second gear. $38 miles an hour. Hell yeah. That's great. I can actually exceed this. I can actually exceed the speed limit now. Speed limit's 35. I can go 38. Ha ha ha. Oh yeah, Lost trailer. There's a lot of stuff here on Smithville Dam that I can just probably go back and do with this trailer. But I want to finish building the bridges in Drummond Island first. I want to at least have the bridges built out. And then I'll take my trucks back here and really start doing that tasking. Oh yeah, this is a good test. This is a good test right here. How's it going to do with this mud right here? Okay, so its front end is also prone to bottoming. So I need to be mindful of that. Yeah, it has trouble up hills, but it's good through mud. It has trouble up hills, but it's good through mud. I'm going this way because I want to really understand this truck and sort of where it falters. Still a great truck, but it's not the magic bullet I thought it was going to be. See, now am I caught? Yeah, I am. I'm caught. Can I force myself out? Maybe. Okay, and she's got a fat ass. So I need to be mindful of her fat ass. Her wheelbase is wide, so it can get caught on things. So there's really only a few applications that this truck can really succeed at. I would probably say swamp truck recovery within reason, but careful driving is necessary, and logging. It's obviously built for logging and heavy hauling. Yep, I've got it stuck. Okay. Yeah, and now I'm caught on a spruce. Alright, so I'm going to recover back. Alright. That was not a complete waste, because I've learned some things about this truck. What liveries do we got? Oh. Oh. I like that. Oh, this would match the Western Star. I like this a lot. I think that's what it's got, yeah? There. Green for logging. Okay. We'll take the safer route to Drummond Island. Okay, so this truck does have massive shortcomings. One being that it is rear-wheel drive only. Two, it has trouble up hills because it's rear-wheel drive only. That makes that follows logically, actually. And then it's got a fat ass. All things I need to stay aware of, basically. Which is fine. I mean, you know, no truck is going to be perfect. No truck should be perfect. The point of this game is using the right truck for the right job. And this thing is a beast when you need to get things through mud or when you need to haul logs, obviously. Like open terrain in mud, it seems like it's great, but it doesn't really turn, and it's got a fat ass. So I need to be very mindful of that. But great truck. I'm loving it so far. I'm loving it so far but I do have to understand its weaknesses because every truck has weaknesses. Let's be real here. Every single truck has weaknesses. That's just going to happen. Okay, we're going to go back to Drummond. I've got about 45 minutes or so left, so let's see if we can get something done in that time. I've got the beefier engine in this, so we'll see how we do polling. I have logging trailers on Black River that I should probably sell, to be honest. Because any logging I do is going to be in this truck with its specific trailer, but I'll address that when we come to it, I guess. And actually, the logging trailer I bought, this truck can't use. So I will consider selling that when I can. Ah, yes. But I like this truck a lot. The tagline for this truck should be slow and steady. If you give it enough space to move, it can go anywhere, do anything. If you give it enough space to move. And it's pretty much ready to go for its roll out of the box. It has special tires and everything, so. But I think this stream, what I want to end with is I want to fix the bridges. And then the next stream I want to come back here with the Fleet Star with a crane on it. And put the Fleet Star on this truck. And then have the Western Star be the pickup truck. So it's going to be a 3-truck operation for that. But I think that's the way forward. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun doing the fuel recovery in that way. It's going to be very fun. Oh yeah, see, almost didn't make that turn. Slow and wide is the name of the game when turning in this truck. This interior is nice too. Look at the detail. Incredible. I wish I could turn the dome light on. That would be fun. So I really need to avoid small, windy roads with this thing. I really do. Good horn, good horn. Gotta turn my headphones down a little bit. The truck engine is loud. Jeez Louise. But regular mud, nothing. Even deep mud, nothing to this truck. It's really a changing of the grade. Like, going up and down steep hills where this thing struggles. So I need to be aware of that. Even stones. It rolls these stones like they're nothing. It has high ground clearance. Not bad at all. What did I hit? Oh, I hit the guardrail. Didn't even take damage. The cow catcher absorbed that one. Oh my goodness. Okay. I gotta take this turn wide and careful. Yep, we struggle with turns a bit in this truck. We struggle with turns. But we got it. We got it. This truck can just put... It's so high off... It has so much clearance. The tires are so big and it can put so much power to the wheels. That mud is like nothing. It does struggle on highway and other surfaces, though. It's definitely most at home in the mud. Yeah, we're going about 20 miles an hour here. But we have the torque. And we are fuel efficient. How much further? Quite a long ways, actually. Wow. Just gotta be patient and keep on moving. Enjoy the sights. It's a nice night. I almost feel like I'm going a little faster through the mud. Might be. There we go. It's fine, it's fine. $28 miles an hour? Oh shit. My suspension took damage. A lot of damage. I need to be careful. I don't want to have to repair this thing. That would be bad. Yeah, we're going 24 miles an hour. Hell yeah. Alright, chill, chill, chill. Find your place, find your place. Okay, good. Turn. Correct. Don't get too crazy with that speed. Yeah. 24 miles an hour. Hell yeah. I think this engine that I swapped has more torque, like more power, but lower top speed, which I'm fine with. I would much rather have power than speed any day. It'll just take a while to get places. And it seems fuel efficient. It really does. That's right. Whatever works. Whatever works. But I think the goal is going to be to... I think the goal is going to be to build these bridges, and then once that's done, I think, honestly, I'm going to take the operation back to Black River. Because there's some stuff in Black River that I just couldn't do, didn't have the truck for. And I want to see what this truck can do in Black River as far as finishing things up. Black River and Smithville. Shit, I busted a tire. Yeah, I got a flat. I have a scout trailer with a wheel on it by the warehouse. In here, actually. I can see if the scout trailer is hitchable to this truck. And if it is, I can repair the wheel. Let's see. Because I don't want a flat. Where did I put that scout trailer? It's here. Oh, yeah, there it is. Right in front of my face. Let's see if I can repair off of this. I should be able to at least hitch this. Even though this is not a scout, it's just a dolly hitch. No, I can refuel. I can refuel, but I cannot repair. No. Okay. Well, I guess I'm driving a flat. For a bit. Until I can get the Fleet Star with the service trailer out to me. Because the Fleet Star can pull the service trailer. The service trailer's at the port. Or unless I drive this thing to the service trailer. Which I could also do. I wonder how it'll do on a flat. Yeah, oh yeah, look, because I definitely do have a right flat tire in the front. Not good. That's my truck. Yes. You know what? I'm going to wait till morning. There we go. So, I could see if I could drive this to the port. Or I could just see how it performs on the flat, honestly. Alright, let's track some of these missions here. A bridges and men. We just need wooden planks. And then support the Rangers. Also wooden planks. Alright, so... Where's the Fleet Star right now? Fleet Star's there. Service trailer's there. I'm gonna have the Fleet Star pick up the service trailer and meet this truck. Meet this truck somewhere. I don't know where. Hold on. Let's have them meet here. Right here. On that bridge. Yeah. Let's have them meet here. Yep. So I'm going to bring this truck over there. And then we're going to have to repair a flat. Is there even a service hub in here? Hold on. What buildings are we working with? No. It's just the logging station is the only thing we've got. Wow. Okay. So if we needed to refill that trailer, we would have to do it elsewhere. Oh yeah, I need to fix this flat as soon as possible. Now that I'm like driving on it longer term, this thing is worse at turning than it used to be. Oh yeah, this sucks. We'll get there though. Yep, engine's taking damage now. Engine took a hit because the tire is sunk. Not good, not good. Because now I have rolling resistance on the front and I'm having trouble turning. Yep. Gotta have this fixed. Not good, not good. Oh yeah, see? That sucks. When I first started playing this game, I was like, how could you ever get a flat tire? But now I get it. Because the more mass you're dealing with, like this is a big heavy truck. If a big heavy truck slams into a railing, with the mass and velocity that it has, you're gonna break something. Up to now, I've been driving, you know, piddly little small trucks. It's just the way it is, I suppose. Yeah, this is a whole different animal. Oh, I gotta get this tire fixed. Shit, man. No! Don't go that way. See, I can't control for anything now. I'll park here. And then I'll have the Fleet Star come by. Okay, and I put the service trailer at the port. I did? Yes, I did. Okay, so how we get to the port from here is this, 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 this. Oh wait, the question is, hold on, do I even need the Fleet Star to come out? I don't think I do. Hold on. Pacific P-16, okay. I don't think I even need the Fleet Star to come out, because watch. It is really sort of a pain in the ass driving on a busted tire, but it's not that far. I could just hitch this truck to it, fix it, and then we're done. So I'm going to try. I've driven this far on a flat. It's another mile or two. Yeah. I can't wait for this to be fixed. I want to try and fix one of the bridges after this is repaired. Just one. Perhaps two. Just past these turns. Yeah, stones. Stones are its only weakness. Look. Stones are literally this truck's only weakness. Gotta keep it off the stones. Yeah, sending the Fleet Star out would be unnecessary. I'd be making this drive anyway. Twice. Oh yeah, you can hear that tire. The sound design in this game is really good. Okay, I can repair. I'm just gonna repair all. It has 1,500 repair points and 8 spare wheels. That barely made an impact. Thank you for the wheel. Alright, let's get to work. We could rescue the Scout 800 as well. That's definitely something that's within our grasp. Let's do support local rangers. Okay, how do I get over there? There's this windy forest road, and then the river crossing, which isn't great. Okay, so there. Or there. Okay. So how do I get over there? There's a sideboard trailer with planks in it on the way to Island Lake by the logging station. Okay, let's just make our way over there. Enough messing around. I think this is passable in this truck. I'm gonna try. Or wait, no, that's unnecessary. That is an unnecessary risk. Because I can just take this road, cross the bridge I just crossed. Yep. Cross the bridge I just crossed. And go there. 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 Yeah, you know what? Either way, I would have to cross. Either way, I would have to cross the river. One way or another. So it's not gonna be great. But hold on now. Yeah, no, I think it's this, and I think that's where I got caught up last time. I think. Yeah, that's the Fleet Star. I have to cross this. I have to. I can't not. The Fleet Star might have to rescue it if it gets stuck. I can try and rescue it in the Fleet Star, but I have to cross. I've got myself in a situation where I have to cross this river. Not great. Hopefully with the extra engine power I can do it. Yeah, this is way more stable with functioning tires and a pristine suspension. I have to try. Or maybe there's another way up. Because it can definitely cross the river. I've done that. I just need maybe a different way up. And I'm terrified of stones in this truck, by the way. Stones absolutely destroy this truck. Absolutely. Ooh, what's this track lead to? Oh yeah, this track is like... Oh, this track was the crossing you could do when this bridge didn't work. That's what it was. Because I remember doing that in the Fleet Star. Or in the Western Star, rather. I had to. I had no choice. See, that mud is nothing. It's just hills. Hills are my greatest enemy in this truck. Uphill climbs. It's probably a mass problem because this truck is so big and heavy that climbing uphill just probably puts a lot of strain on it. Here's my other truck. Hello, Western Star. Hello, friend. Alright, let's see how I do with this hill. I may have to throw it in low gear. No. Yeah, it does fine as long as stones don't interfere. I'm gonna pop in low gear for this turn. Just to keep it pushing. Yeah, if stones hit the wheels, I'm screwed in this truck. I could have repaired the bridge when this truck was still on the other side of the river, but I've forced myself into a situation where I have to cross the river again. So now I have to do it. Slow it down. See, it does fine. It does fine in through here. I just have to slow for the turns and occasionally back up for the turns when they're a little tight. Hauling logs is going to be very interesting in this. Very interesting. Because this is a truck that has so much raw power to the back wheels, but it doesn't turn, and it doesn't do steep hills particularly well. And with this new engine, it kind of just brute forces mud. It's slower. It's a very slow truck now. But it pretty much brute forces the mud. And there's not a lot of spin that happens in the mud either. The tires are pretty stable. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Moment of truth. I got stuck on a stone again. Come on. I just gotta keep at it. Keep trying. It's that one stupid stone. Yes. Asshole. Come on. Now I'm penned in. Come on. All right, I'm backing up. I'm backing up slowly. Is there a different way across or a different way up? I guess is my question. Is this crossing viable? It might be. Or here. There has to be... Here. I'm gonna get a running start. Yeah, it's that freaking stone. Oh, wait. Almost. I need to knock that stone away. Alright, I'm gonna get a running start again. Oh, come on, dude. Almost. Almost. What if I get it directly under the chassis? Yeah, it was that one stone. It was that one stone that was jamming me up. But now this truck is across the river. Here, I'm gonna throw it in low gear. Actually, I spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. I don't care whichever way it turns. I'm taking it. I'll take some minor engine damage to put an end to this hell. You can do it. Yes! Okay, I need to fix these bridges before I log off then. I'm not doing that again. Okay, now that I'm on this side of the river, how do I get to the logging station? Okay, I can continue along this track. And I can pick up some wooden planks. Is that actually what I need, though? Alright, so which bridge would help me avoid this crossing? I guess is the question. Island Bridge. Yeah, bridges and men. So I'm bringing it to this first thing. Although, support local rangers, actually no. Support local rangers has to come first. Gotta do both. One at a time. One at a time. It really was that one stone. But as soon as I could get it under the wheels, center the axle, I could get through. I'm running lower on fuel than I would like, but I think I have enough to see this done. I should unlock this task while I'm here. Thank you, Chio. Thank you. Frustrating. But, you know, video games be video games. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good through this mud. I'm gonna have to reverse a lot of times to get this. Because it's an uphill grade. Okay, got it. Wooden planks, please. Wooden planks, please. Wooden planks, please. Or wait, no, that's not where they go. They go here. So I want to go there, there, there. This looks intense, but I think this truck can do it. If not, I'll turn around. And this truck pulls this trailer like it's nothing. Amazing. Yeah, this truck gets almost no resistance from this trailer. It's nice. It's just dragging this thing through. Like, hey, you're coming. You're coming with me. Whether you want to or not. I don't know if I can make that. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I think I can just make it. Yep. I was almost a little too fat for it. Getting out of here is going to be fun. Okay, so that's just the basic wood bridge. Okay, so I can go there. I'm going to go to the fuel station. Because I'm going to go to the fuel station and then turn around. I'm afraid of running out of fuel, legitimately. Easy. 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 Do not want to lose truck or trailer on the way. Okay, fuel station's here, and I'll turn around. I want to get these bridges built. Because if these bridges are built, I will have a much easier time operating here. And we got this big-ass fuel trailer that I could put somewhere. I could honestly just put it somewhere if I wanted fuel on the other side of the river, which I probably will eventually use this truck to do that. Okay. Now I'm going to turn around, go by the logging station, and then fix the other bridge. So which one should I be tracking here? Bridges and men. Yep. So I need to go back across to the logging station, so I'm going to go this way. So the wood bridge that I built, and pick up more planks. My goodness. I am getting a feel for this truck, though. I'm happy to have had the experience, because now I understand what this truck can and can't do. It cannot traverse on stones at all. Whatsoever. This is what I should have done instead of recovering back to the garage. I should have done this right away. And that's probably what this is probably what the game intends you to do. Just fix the bridges while you're here, and then you have such an easier time. Okay. We are fine. We are fine. Throw it in low gear. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Yeah, this truck does not do hills. Not at all. There's another stone. See? I got caught on the stone and it almost ended me. Almost ended me. Absolutely. Back up a bit. Reposition. Go forward. And then around here. Back up again to make the turn. Yeah, handling this truck is teaching me a lot of things. This truck is not nimble in the slightest. Not at all. But it seems to take down trees and everything in my way. Is that the logging station? Right there? Yeah. It is. It's right there. I can just go straight through. It's got it. Two wooden planks, please. Okay, and now, let me just make sure. Wooden planks there. So to get there, we are going here, 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 past the fuel station, there, and there. So once this bridge is built, I'm going to wait till morning. Once this bridge is built, all the other trucks can cross the river. Once this bridge is built. And then I think after that, after this next stream, I'm going to see what jobs I can do here with the trucks I've got here, kind of exhaust my options in that way. And then once I kind of hit my limit here, I'm going to go back to Black River and Smithville Dam to see what doors this Pacific B12 opens. Yeah, this truck is a legitimate beast. But it cannot turn, especially uphill. The turning circle on this truck is not good. Not good. But it seems like it can pull anything. Like, I have an awkward trailer with highway tires behind it, and it does not give a damn. Oh, and I turned the wrong way. So I'm gonna have to turn this thing around now. Great. Shit. Can I winch to something? Yes, I can. Anything that gets me right side up at this point. Anything. Oh no. Oh no. Well. This truck is recoverable. Hold on. This truck is 100% recoverable. What I will have to do... detach the trailer. I'm gonna hop out of it. So this thing's flipped. It's cooked. Where's the Fleet Star? Fleet Star is... Hold on. Fleet Star is here. So the Fleet Star's here. It'll have to cross here, where the Pacific got stuck. So I'm going to try to do that. So Fleet Star's going to go here, here, here. And I'm going to see. Yeah, that's right. You leave for 2 minutes, and I have completely botched this entire thing up. I'm going to see if the Fleet Star has the vim and the vigor to cross the river where the Pacific did. And I'm going to see if I can roll the Pacific right side up. I won't be able to recover that cargo, but I'm going to see if I can roll the Pacific right side up. At least. Let's see if the trusty Fleet Star can save this operation. Because I'd rather not recover. Because getting the Pacific back to this region is going to take a while if I recover. So I'd rather try to rescue it, to be honest. And I believe the Fleet Star can do this. I see a way. I see a way. It's got all-wheel drive, and that's the thing. That is one way in which the Fleet Star is a little bit better equipped than the Pacific. It has all-wheel drive. So if I can just keep the hood above the water line, I can get out of this. I can get out of this and probably climb this hill. And the Fleet Star has a slimmer profile than the Pacific. Yep. It has a slimmer profile than the Pacific, so it can climb this hill. Like this. Okay, so the Fleet Star has crossed the river. Now the Fleet Star needs to turn around. I don't want to reverse. I don't want to reverse in that way. So I'll go there and I'll turn around. I'll go up here and I'll turn around. I just need to get the Pacific right side up. If I can get the Pacific right side up, we're back in business. I'm going to try to delicately turn around here. Okay, I'm pointed in the right direction. Yeah, the Pacific is flipped and in the ditch, so let's see if the Fleet Star has the stones to pull it out. And I have to not flip the Fleet Star on the way there. Very important. This is also our fuel truck. So if this truck gets into trouble, I have real problems. That was close. All right, pal. I want to winch myself to your fuel tank and drive. We're playing Snowrunner there, Len. Okay, so I do not have the power to pull it in that way. I just need to nudge it out of the ditch. I just need to nudge it out of the ditch. I would love not to recover. I would love not to recover the Pacific. If I have to recover the Pacific, I will. But... oh, do you know what I wasn't doing? Pulling the winch. That's what I wasn't doing. This game is bugged already. That's right. You are correct, Len. This game is bugged. Shit. Bugged winching mechanics, man. No, truck's too heavy. What I'm gonna need to do, here's how I'm gonna salvage this. I'm gonna see if I can rescue the trailer only. If I can flip the trailer right side up, I can use it. But the Pacific, unfortunately, I'm gonna need to recover back to the garage. So Pacific is back in the garage. That's fine. Pacific is back in the garage, Smithville Dam. I'm going to go back to Drummond. Get back in the Fleet Star. See if I can right side the trailer. Because if I can right side the trailer, I can at least finish building the bridges. At least finish building the bridges. If I can right side the trailer. Now... okay, I've right-sided the trailer. Great. So what do you do in this game? You drive trucks. You drive trucks and you fix stuff, Len. It's good. I like it. I'm hooked. Basically, you're a truck driver that comes in after like a major storm and you have to help the town fix stuff. And because you're the guy with the truck, you can help them fix stuff. It's cool. Alright, so I need to go back to the logging station. So I'm going to take the regular road back to the logging station. I can't really take risks with this Fleet Star. I need it to be operational. So I'm going to take the regular road back to the logging station. And I'm going to get some more wood planks. The trusty Fleet Star, as always, comes through. Because if I can finish this with the Fleet Star, and I can at least have these bridges built out, I will be very happy. Despite major setbacks. Despite major setbacks. But the Fleet Star, man, what a Chad. What a Chad. I also learned something about the Pacific P16 or P12, whatever it is. I do not have a truck that's capable of recovering it at this juncture. So I need to be very, very careful. But the good old Fleet Star, man, this thing is awesome. This thing's great. I love it. What a truck. It's the old faithful, man. It's really the first truck you start with, and it is so solid. It is so solid in so many ways. Okay, I gotta get to the loading zone. You know, I probably could have done this entire job in the Fleet Star, and I probably never would have flipped. 2 of your finest wood planks, please. Okay, why am... Oh, yeah, I'm tracking the Scout 800 because I was... teleported to a different map there. Okay, so I'm going to go out this way. I'm just going to go out the way I came in, honestly. And then I'm going to go past the wood planks I messed up on. Through here. We're kind of taking the long way around, but I don't want to get stuck. I'm much more likely to get stuck. Okay, and then we're going to go over the first wood bridge I built. Past the fuel station. Well, at least we can get... At least we'll be able to get to and from the fuel station. And then to that bridge. So I'm gonna go around the drive and turn her around. Oh, and it's almost 9 o'clock. Okay, yep. I need to eat something. And my girlfriend is gonna be home soon. But I want to build this bridge. And then what I'll probably do off stream is I'll probably drive the Pacific back here. Just so I can do stuff with the Pacific here next stream, but I'm not going to do that on stream. I already drove the Pacific back here twice, and it takes forever because that thing is slow. So I'll do that off stream, and I'll have it ready. But this was an interesting experience, having to push to this region, not having immediate access to a fuel station, and not having access to a garage on this particular map. It was a very interesting challenge, to be honest. Having to bring my own fuel and such. But the Fleet Star, man. What an MVP of a truck. What an amazing truck. I know I've sang the praises of the Fleet Star endlessly, but I'll continue to do so. It is a phenomenal truck. I'm just going to try not to flip it. It seems a bit tippy right now at the current moment. So I'm just trying to drive carefully. And it's guzzling fuel right now, but if I run out of fuel, I am the fuel truck. So weren't able to rescue the truck, but I rescued the trailer and stayed on task. You got to take the good with the bad. Can I remove these planks from the road? Will this let me here? Hold on. Yes. I would rather those planks not be there. It's just easier if they're not there. The Fleet Star should be able to handle this puddle. It's got all-wheel drive. As I said, it's not the Pacific. It's not carving through mud in the same way as the Pacific would, but it is reliable. This is a reliable as hell truck. It's not the fastest, it's not the strongest, but it's very capable. And it's doing this haul with like a 2/3 full fuel tank. I'm pretty much pushing this truck to the limit. But it is coming through. It really is. Okay, we're gonna go over bridge number 1. I learned a hard lesson. I do not have a truck currently that can rescue the Pacific if I flip it. It's possible that the Western Star may have had a different outcome, but I didn't want to spend the time to drag it over here when the Fleet Star was closer and was capable of at least finishing this task. But that's how I learn. You learn through mistakes. And it's not the game's fault. The game has a very clear set of rules that you have to kind of figure out. I was pushing my luck with the way I was driving that Pacific, and it flipped. Some trucks are punishing. I think the Fleet Star is a very forgiving truck to handle. Do you know what? When I'm done here, I'll park the Fleet Star at the trucks at the fuel station. It's a good place for it to live because I can fill up its tanks and the fuel tank. Yes. This game is about failure. I would love to see DSP play this game. I really would. Because it's a game that doesn't exactly tell you what you should be doing, but you do sort of learn things, and you sort of learn what not to do. Like, see, I got myself stuck. I got myself stuck in some mud, but I found a way out of it. I winched out of it. I would really love to see him play this game. This and or Satisfactory would be like my dream games to watch him play. Oh yeah, honestly, if someone convinces him it's a chill game, he'd play this. He'd play this for at least a stream or two. It'd be very fun. And I'd want someone to convince him to play with the wheel, to be honest. Okay, so with this bridge built, we have a way to cross to this side of the river without fording it, which is awesome. Which means I can bring the Pacific P12 over here without fording the river. I would probably like to turn around and park this at the... I'm gonna see if can I reverse this? Do I have enough torque to reverse this? Yes, I do. Nope. Actually, because I want this trailer to be usable, so I'll just take it further down the track, and I'll look for an opportunity to turn. But yeah, someone would just have to convince DSP that this is a chill game, and he would play it. Because I mean, it is kind of chill. Like, my Snowrunner streams have been chill as hell. Even when you fail, you got to kind of chill and figure it out. That's kind of the name of the game. Is like figuring it out. Solving problems. Shit! What was that? What did I hit? A stone? I must have. Yeah, I'm about to be stuck in here. Not quite, though, because I can get my front wheels up, and the truck can drag itself out. And this mud looks thicker. Yes, it is. Okay, where should I... I'll place the Fleet Star here, where we meet the main road. I'll find a place to pull off, and then that's going to be the stream. I think. Yeah, I'm going to find a place to pull off up here. What a champion of a truck the Fleet Star is, though. Man, it might still be my favorite truck, despite having access to more robust and more powerful trucks. I just like this truck. This is just a solid package. And I'm angling towards those trees because I'm probably going to need a winch in a second. Actually, no. No, I don't. I'm alright. I'm okay. Look at me. Yeah. I think the key to the Fleet Star is you want to keep one side of your truck up on solid ground at all times, if you can. Or at least if you can get your front wheel. What I like about this truck is, with all-wheel drive engaged, if you can get your front wheel up on solid ground, it can pretty much pull itself out of most things. Here, where can I pull off? Up there. Up here. I see a patch. I see a patch I can pull off in. Here. Alright, yeah, this is where the Fleet Star is gonna live. For now. I'll have it refuel itself. Love that. I am gonna need to stop by the fuel station. Even though we have access to the fuel station now, I think I still would like the Fleet Star to be on the map as a support truck. What are the chances of me AIing myself driving a truck? I could do that next time. I wouldn't even need to use AI. I could just Photoshop that. That's not hard. I could just Photoshop that. That'd be funny. I should start doing that as a thumbnail, because I've been using Norman Reedus as the thumbnails. Okay. Since these bridges are built, what am I going to do next time? Before the next stream, I'm definitely going to get the Pacific back over here. I did get all the upgrades on the map, presumably. So, I think next time I'm just going to do 8 at the island. I need to bring logs. I need to bring logs from... You know what? Logs from Smithville Dam would be perfect. Because the Pacific truck is in Smithville Dam right now. So actually, let's turn this off. I just want to look at one thing. One thing. Let's turn this off. Let's go over to Smithville Dam, because that's where the Pacific is. Whoops. Let's go to the garage on Smithville Dam. I need a couple of things. So there's a saddle that I need for this truck. So let's make sure I can get the saddle. And I want to compare engines. An old heavy classic, bulky and powerful. Modern take. I I think that engine might be better. Although the West Line seems the best. That's in Alaska, though. And Alaska's not North America, by the way, to talk semantics. But I digress. I was here to get... Pacific P16 front. That's 6K. Okay, so I've got that. I'm going to go to the trailer store. I want to see how much the Pacific trailer costs. Super heavy semi Pacific logging trailer. Okay, yeah, that's the logging trailer. That's 14K. That's 14K. And how much money do I have now? 3. Okay. So I need to make some money. I need to make some serious money. What I'll probably do is next stream, I'll see if I can recover the oil. I'll find a bunch of shit to do next stream and see if I can come up with 14K. That's going to be the goal. I want to get 14K so I can pick up the Pacific logging trailer, and that's going to be that. So I'll recover back. Thank you for coming to the stream. Thank you, Len, Deposit Maker. I believe someone by the name of Edward Cullen was here earlier. Not a big Twilight fan, but thanks for coming to the stream, buddy. I'll see everybody next time, probably Friday night, 9:30 Eastern. But I'll see everybody next time. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Take care, and bye.